Overlords, but the Devourers show up, so the race are not going to be able to contend with that group. And Scourge is in from behind as well, so good job there by Revival defending his Overlords from attack. Oof. Mutalisks just circling like vultures for the kill, looking for an opening, and they're not going to get one. Oh, yes they are. Yes they are. The SCVs. Of course, there's no missile turrets around sEpIrOSE's base at all. You got to remember that. I've got to remember that. And now he's just sniping at that starport, putting the control tower down. Wow, that'll be awesome if sEpIrOSE can get an radiator. That'll be really useful. Revival expanding to the top left. In the meantime, sEpIrOSE putting down some missile turrets at the 6 o'clock. He definitely wants to start investing in some protection for that 6 o'clock. Now it's started to become his main source of resources. He needs to keep that up and running. And indeed, if Mutalisks spot it, it'll really help to have good 5 or 6 missile turrets there to prevent him from losing it. There's the first few now. Wow. Really interesting game. Really interesting situation. I'm not sure what Revival's plan is. I guess it's just really to wither things away. Mutalisks are heading down to the 6 o'clock. I'm not sure if he spotted it yet. Yeah, he still hasn't spotted the 6 o'clock. Now he's going for the control tower. Wise choice, though. Really want to prevent that science vessel from being created from that starport. Taking the opportunity now to get a few marine kills. Very effective marine Mutalisk micro and effective marine micromanagement, might I add, from sEpIrOSE. Both players very competent, very good players. Really love to see some more games from these guys. I know that there's another replay available from them, and I probably won't be commentating on that one. But this one is excellent. He's got that control tower down now. Wonder if he suspects anything about the 6 o'clock yet. He's still got more Mutalisks arriving. That doesn't need to be what Revival's plan is. Bear in mind that Revival has lost his greatest spire. And there's that second gas going down, which he desperately needs, of course, at the top left. Looks like we've got sEpIrOSE sending out an SUV, which is a good idea, just to scout, find out whereabouts Revival is getting his expansions in there. Wraiths taking out the Overlord. Really good micromanagement here, just keeping as many Wraiths alive as he can for as long as possible, and killing Overlords, which is really cool. Definitely, Revival still has, well, pretty much always has had the air superiority. You can definitely put it down to Zerg for having the air superiority in most games. And wow, he's found the 6 o'clock and attacking straight away at the turrets. SCV going for the repairs on the missile turrets. And it looks like he's not going to be able to repair them. Those Mutalisks are just too dangerous at this point. He's got so many of them, and the missile turrets going down. Each one, he's just scrambling to repair them, but not going to happen. The SCV is now being evacuated. And Revival's going to have to go for that command center or follow back for the SCVs. Unless those Marines can arrive in time, but I really wouldn't count on it, because if those Marines headed down to the 6 o'clock, then Revival could just shoot over the ridge to the 9 o'clock and attack sEpIrOSE's main. So not the best situation, but at least he's salvaged a lot of SCVs there, and he can carry on at the 9 o'clock for a period of time till the minerals run out. And wow, Marines coming in to box in on these drones, so dead drones. Nice trade-off here. At least the Terran player has taken out some of the Zerg economy, having lost some of his own. And indeed, this is what has happened, just as I have feared. The player Revival has come over to the 9 o'clock. All of the SCVs being transferred back. The Mutalisks knocking out all of the missile turrets. The Marines totally out of position, taking out the expansion at the top left. Wow, this is a huge sacrifice. I think this could be fatal for sEpIrOSE, sending all of his SCVs away, and the Mutalisks going straight for that command center. They should be able to take this command center out, no problem. There it is there, down to the red. It's going to be destroyed. And then that is it. sEpIrOSE does not have any command centers at all. How will he afford to... bear in mind, he has just over 400 minerals to build another command center, and here are his forces back at home, finally here to save the day, and looks like an SCV putting down another command center. So if the Mutalisks can swing around and take that out, then that'll be it. sEpIrOSE will have lost this game for sure. But if he can get that command center back up and running, he still has a chance. So many Mutalisks, though, such a huge number of them, almost enough to actually take on that Terran group all at once. Radiate going off, double radiate all over the Mutalisks. Revival's really going to need to split them up, but he's not managing to do that. Radiate is actually hurting all of his Mutalisks. This is disastrous for Revival. Ouch! All of those Mutalisks would have taken damage from that. That was catastrophic, and with the arrival of those 2 science vessels, I really have more hope for sEpIrOsE at this point, because the Mulisks just won't be able to do nearly as much harassment as before. This leads me to believe that Revival will need to be taking up to something else, maybe going for that Greater Spire again, or even going for Lurkers or something. I mean, that might be something at least. And now taking the opportunity to take out some SCVs. But again, Irradiate again straight over the Mulisks, and he's tried to duck out the one that was Irradiate and managed to do that. There was quicker reaction there from Revival. He could have lost a lot of more Mulisks than he did, and props to him for being so quick on his toes with that. But it just shows you how dangerous science vessels are in this situation. And taking a look at the map, we've got a drone that's ready to take the 6 o'clock, as well as a drone already building hatchery down at the bottom right. Looks like Ares is moving back. Looks like we're going to have another Irradiate if he's got enough energy. Looks bad for Revival bunching up his Mulisks like that, but no, not quite enough energy for that. And there's the lair going down for Revival, so he knows that he's not going to be able to win this with pure Mulisks from this point, now that he's allowed Ares sEpIrOsE to get those vessels up and running. Comsat going down now, so that'll give sEpIrOsE a chance to see what's going on. Some more harassment here, but I wouldn't do that if I were you, because Irradiate going down straight all over the Mulisk. He's trying to separate them out again, and ouch, she's just getting totally owned by Irradiate. That's just nasty stuff. Oof, wow. What a game, what a game. This is why I love Terran versus Zerg. I love commentating on Terran versus Zerg. You get situations like this sometimes, and it's just amazing to watch what players do in these situations. So many decisions to be made, very important ones too. SCV heading out to the 6 o'clock. He's probably going to, he's definitely going to spot that 6 o'clock expansion, and that will encourage sEpIrOsE to maybe send a force of Marines over there. What he needs to do is perhaps split up his forces so that he's got the bulk of his Marines and medics out in the field at this point, with only a few medics and Marines back at home. The minimum number that he needs to defend, obviously with the help of the science vessels, and he can keep the science vessels mobile to take out the Mulisks, depending on where the Mulisks head, whether they try to defend or to attack. Queen's Nest going down, so Revival indeed wanting to go back to Hive Tech. Fair enough. I mean, that's something that's going to be better than just pure Mulisks at this point, I think. The Mulisks taking the opportunity now to take out some supply depots. Revival doesn't need them too much, but wow, Irradiate again, he separated the wrong Mulisks. The Irradiate is still going off over all of the Mulisks. Ouch, he's just taking a pounding from that spell. He's just not learned his lesson yet. He's just going back in and again with bunched up Mulisks like multiple times, and that's totally costing him. Really unfortunate stuff. It looks like he's really lost a lot of Mulisks. He's down to a very small number of them. Evolution Chamber up now. Not sure what he's going for with this, where he's going. SCV heading up to the top left to find nothing except a extract with no hatchery and support. Looks like we've got Scourges. That could be cool. If the Scourges manage to take out the science vessel, that'll be awesome. But with sEpIrOSE's micromanagement, and with just such a small economy to manage and a small force to manage, I'm sure that he'll be able to keep those vessels out of danger. I mean, that's just how it goes when you're not having to multitask so much with a huge base load of things. And sEpIrOSE heading up to the 12 o'clock. Could he be attempting to attack here, even with all those Sunkens and those Mulisks? No. Yeah, he must have been thinking what I was thinking, and that is don't attack. Don't attack until you've secured the game, because you don't need to attack the Zerg base